Hello everybody.
Morning.
I'm Dee, this is Pete, and we've got an hour of flow together for your practice today. So let's get started in child's pose, balasana. Coming onto your knees and coming onto your knees towards the back of the mat as well. Bring your big toes together, take your knees out wide. Pete can't sink his hips to his heels, but if you can, bring your hips down towards your heels. Plug your forehead into the floor, close your eyes. Just sink and settle in. Breathe. Set your focus. Yoga is very much a science of the mind. The Dalai Lama says that the principal tool for purifying the mind is the mind itself. The mind is its own creator at every instant, hence its responsibility, which is essential. Our asana practice is all about purifying the body, the physical body, whilst at the same time purifying the mind. And we need the mind to understand itself, to purify itself. So we need to become aware, awaken to how the mind behaves in any given instant. So set your focus for that this morning. Purification through movement. Purification of the body and then purification of the mind. Utilizing the mind itself. Taking 5 more breaths. Ujjayi breaths. In through the nose, out through the nose. Slight restriction in the back of the throat. Extend the breath. I'm going to take this into a side stretch. So walk your hands over towards a side. It doesn't matter which side you go to first. Keep your hips sinking down towards your heels, and then the side that you're expanding, really breathe into it. Breath is a big key to the purification process. One more breath here for body and mind. Come through center and take the same thing for the other side. One more breath. Cat-cows. Coming up onto all fours. Bring the knees under hips, wrists under shoulders. Exhaling back of the ribs to the sky. Then inhaling, front of the ribs to the floor. Open up through your throat as well. And then just move through your cat-cows, Vittilasana, Madhyasana. You might like to take a side stretch, squeezing hip and shoulder. You also might like to take a foot stretch, tucking your toes underneath you, sinking your hips to your heels. I'm going to take this into a rotation. So come back to neutral spine. Take a breath in as you reach your right hand to the sky. Then slide that hand underneath the left. Drop your right shoulder to the floor. Close your eyes. Stay here. Take a breath. Empty the breath. Do that one more time. Big, deep, purifying breath in. Long, deeper, purifying breath out. Take that right hand back to the sky. Inhale. To the floor. Exhale. Left hand, take it up. Breath in. Slide it under. Breath out. Now stay. Breathe in. Breathe out. You've got one more. Deep inhale. Long exhale. Take the left hand back up to the sky. Breath in. Downward facing dog. Breath out. Bring the hands forward. Shoulder width or wider for a bit more space. Grip the mat with your fingertips. Send your sit bones up towards the sky and start to pedal your heels out. Purification of the mind happens from the mind itself. There's quite often a misconception through the practice and teachings of yoga of no mind. But the mind is part of our processes, it's part of our being, just like the body is. All our senses are. The mind has a role to play. And so there can never be no mind. But the purification of the mind has to happen through the mind itself. Take your right leg to the sky, bend the knee and peel the hip space open. Stay, breathe, stretch. Straight swap over to the other side. So place that foot down, take the left leg up, bend and peel open. And then walk your feet forward and come into ragdoll. Take your feet out wide, bend your knees a lot, hang. Got one more breath. Release the hands to the floor, toe heel the feet in. Lengthen out into a halfway lift, take a breath. Fold back down and empty the breath out. You're going to slowly roll yourself up. Bend your knees, use your core, especially that pit of the belly. Loop the shoulders, reach the arms, breath in. Hands to heart, breath out, eyes closed. Let's connect. Breath in. Purification. Ultimately, that's what yoga is all about. The practice of yoga is purification of all layers of being. To purify the mind, the science of yoga is the science of the mind. To purify the mind requires the mind itself. So focus, breathe, and let's move. Look up, reach up, big breath in. Forward fold on the breath out. Feel free to do whatever variation of the arms you like. Taking a halfway lift, lengthen out through the spine. Come into high plank, Dandasana. Send the feet back. Make sure you're stacking, shoulders directly on top of wrists. Make sure your core is active as well. Push the floor away, grip the mat with your fingertips, hug your thumbs in. Squeeze everything into your center. You're going to take a breath. You're going to shift your weight forward, lie all the way down onto your belly. Just one cobra pose. Loop the shoulders, lift your chest up, big breath in. Downward facing dog, breath out. Take your right leg up to the sky again. Inhale. Bend and peel open. Exhale. Stay. Breathe in. Low lunge. Breathe out. Sink down through the hips. Take a breath in. Drop the back knee to the floor and come into half Hanuman, half pyramid. So your left knee's on the floor, your hips come back over that left leg, and then you're just folding over the right leg. Just gently. One more breath. And come forward, breath in. We go back again to pyramid now, breath out, so the back knee stays up off the floor. And fold over that right leg again. One more breath. And come into a low lunge twist. So bend the right leg, stack the knee on top of the ankle, plug your left hand into the floor, take your right hand to the sky. Core is on and your focus, your drishti, is set. Purification of mind happens with focus. Breath in, downward facing dog, breath out. Left leg goes to the sky, inhale. Peel it open, exhale. Stay, fill up. Low lunge, exhale the breath out. Drop the back knee as you sink down through the hips. Send the hips back over the right knee. Pete won't because he can't, so he just takes 2 pyramids. But for the rest of us, unless you've got a knee issue, for the rest of us, take half Hanuman, softening over the left leg. And that control of breath also controls the mind. And yoga teaches us that if we want to be happy, we just have to be happy. If we want to be peaceful, we just have to be peaceful. Come forward, low lunge, because it all happens in the mind. Back to pyramid, empty out. This time the back knee's off the floor. We all join Pete.
Thanks.
We catch up with him eventually.
I wonder where you were.
One more breath. Low lunge twist. Right hand now, plug it in. Left knee on top of left ankle. Left hand to the sky. One more breath. To downward facing dog, empty the breath out. High plank, inhale. Forward and down to your belly, exhale. One cobra pose, inhale. Downward facing dog, exhale. Many yoga teachers, many gurus teach all happiness, all peace, all tranquility or harmony, all happens in the mind. We need the mind to purify the mind. Now let's use the movement to purify the body as well. Look forward, float, front of the mat. Halfway lift, fill up. Fold back down, empty. Tadasana, reach up. Big breath in. Forward fold, long out breath. Halfway lift, fill. High plank, step it back. Take a breath, only if you're ready, forward and down into low plank. Otherwise, belly down, up dog, or cobra is the modification. Downward facing dog, sit bones to the sky. Right leg up, inhale. Low lunge, exhale. Sink the hips, take a breath. Back knee hits the floor. Half Hanuman, empty out. Stay, full breath in. And out. Come forward, low lunge, fill up. Take it back, pyramid, empty out. Again, stay, fill. Empty. Low lunge twist, right hand to the sky, breath in. Downward facing dog, breath out. Left leg goes up, inhale, core on. Low lunge, exhale. Sink the hips, drop the back knee, breathe in. Half pyramid, breathe out. We stay, full breath in. Out. Come forward again, inhale. Pyramid, exhale. Full breath in. And out. Low lunge twist, left hand, reach it up. Breath in. Downward facing dog, breath out. Dandasana, high plank, inhale. Chaturanga Dandasana, low plank, exhale. Urdhva Mukha Svanasana in. Ardha Mukha Svanasana out. Take a breath. Purification, empty. Look forward, float, front of the mat. Half lift, length. Fold out. One breath now, reach up. Tadasana, Uttanasana, empty. Urdhva Mukha Uttanasana, Dandasana. Breath in. Chaturanga Dandasana. Urdhva Mukha Svanasana. Ardha Mukha Svanasana. Stay. We've got one more round. No stops. Right leg, inhale to the sky. Low lunge, exhale. Back knee drops, breath in. Half Hanuman, half pyramid, breath out. Come forward again, low lunge, inhale. Send the hips back, pyramid, exhale. Low lunge twist, right hand up, breath in. Downward facing dog, breath out. Left leg, inhale. Through, exhale. Sink in. Send it back, out. Come forward, in. Go back again, out. With the twist, inhale. Downward facing dog, exhale. High plank, breath in. Low plank, empty. Upward facing, fill. Downward facing, exhale. Stay. 3 deep breaths. One more breath. Look forward, walk, step or float. Half lift, in. Fold back down out. Tadasana, reach up. Utkatasana, chair pose, sink down. Fire up the quads, fire up the glutes, core on. Sink into your chair pose as deep as you can, hold. Loop the shoulders, breathe in. Sink down lower, out. Breath in. Fold, breath out. Halfway lift. High plank, walk, step or float. Take a breath. Low, empty. Up dog, fill. Down dog, exhale. Right leg to the sky, breath in. Low lunge, breath out. Sink, breath in. Pyramid, breath out. We're coming to a halfway lift in pyramid. Ninja to your left leg on the breath out. So you can use your hands for this first one on the floor, or you can bring your hands to heart, or you can take your hands away and balance. Come through center on the inhale to your right leg ninja. Exhale, Skandasana. Come back through center, breath in. Bum stays nice and low. Back stays straight. And lifted, chest lifted and proud. Breath in, breath out. We come back to low lunge, front of the mat, inhale. Back to pyramid, exhale. Back to halfway lift, breath in, and then this time we take a straddle forward fold, Prasrita on the breath out. So you turn your right toes towards your left, toes in, heels out slightly, and you come straight into your forward fold, your straddle forward fold. You can use your hands here, get a little bit more depth if you can. Bend your knees at least slightly, core on, breathe, empty. We're coming to a halfway lift, inhale, back to low lunge, exhale. Sink, breath in, downward facing dog, breath out. Left leg, inhale it up. Bring it through, exhale. Sink the hips, take a breath. Pyramid, empty out. So from pyramid, we're going to a halfway lift on the inhale. To your right leg, ninja on the exhale. So you pivot around. Use the strength in your legs. Keep your hands on the floor, option 1. Heart center, option 2. Or take them out wide, option 3. Use your legs and core. Through the ground, come through center, breath in. To your left leg, breath out. Stay low in the hips, breath in. Proud through your chest, through center. To your right leg, breath out. Stay in and out. Low lunge, back to the front of your mat. Breath in. Back to pyramid, breath out. Back to halfway lift, inhale. To straddle, forward fold, exhale. So you turn the toes in, so you're slight pigeon-toed, toes in, heels out. You come straight into the forward fold on that out breath. This first one, hold, find the extension, the stretch, and the focus that goes with it. Halfway lift, breath in, back to low lunge, breath out. Sink through the hips, inhale, downward facing dog, exhale. High plank, breath in. Low plank, breath out. Up dog, fill up. Down dog, empty out, stay. Yoga is all about purification. Body, mind, emotions, spirit. Purifying all the layers. So use this movement to really focus, use the breath to purify, and really allow yoga, the science of yoga, to infiltrate not just this practice, but your day ahead. So let's take together collectively one more breath in. Long out breath. Look forward, walk, step or float, front of the mat. Halfway lift, breathe in. Forward fold, breathe out. Reach up, big breath in. Sink into your chair pose, breath out. Stay, inhale. Fold, exhale. Lengthen halfway, high plank. Take a breath. Exhale down to low. Up dog, fill up. Down dog, empty out. Right leg, take it up. Low lunge, bring it through. Sink through the hips, breathe in. Pyramid fold, breathe out. Halfway lift, inhale, lengthen the spine. Ninja, left leg, exhale. Stay low in the hips, center, breathe in. To your right leg, breathe out. Stay low, inhale. Left, exhale. Low lunge, front of the mat. Inhale. Pyramid, exhale. Halfway lift, breathe in. Straddle, forward fold, breathe out. Halfway lift, inhale. Low lunge, exhale. Stay, breathe in. Downward facing dog, breathe out. Left leg, take it up. Bring it through. Sink in. Fold out. Half lift. Ninja, skandasana, right leg. Center, low, in. Left leg, out. Core on. Lift up through the pit of the belly, center. Right leg, empty. Low lunge, fill up. Pyramid, empty. Half lift, fill. Straddle, forward fold, exhale. Halfway lift, in. Low lunge, out. Sink, breath in. Down dog, breath out. High plank, fill up. Low plank, empty. Up dog in. Down dog out, stay. 3 breaths. We can't expect the mind to purify the body. We need the body to purify itself through movement, through nutrition, vice versa. We can't just expect the body to purify the mind through movement. The mind is in it of itself. We need it to purify itself. Look forward, float, front of the mat. Halfway lift. Bow. Reach up, breath in. Sink to chair, breath out. Stay in. Fold out. Lengthen in. High plank out. Breath in. Empty down. Up dog, fill. Down dog, exhale. Right leg, take it up. Bring it through. Sink in. Pyramid fold out. Halfway lift, lengthen. Ninja, left leg, empty. Stay low, inhale. Right side, exhale. Low, in, left, out. Back to low lunge, Phil. Pyramid fold. Halfway lift, in. Straddle forward fold, out. Half lift, lengthen. Low lunge, front, empty. Sink, breathe in. Downward facing dog, breathe out. Left leg, take it up. Guide it through. Sink the hips, breathe in. Pyramid fold, breathe out. Halfway lift, fill up. Ninja, right leg, empty. Stay low, fill. Left leg, empty. Again, stay low, in. Right side, out. Front of the mat, inhale, low lunge. Pyramid, exhale. Halfway lift. Straddle forward fold. Halfway lift. Low lunge. Sink, breathe in. Downward facing dog, breathe out. High plank, inhale. Low plank, exhale. Up dog, fill. Down dog, empty. We go again. We're going to double it up. Right leg, take it up. Exhale it through. Sink, breathe in. Pyramid fold, breathe out. Halfway lift. Ninja, left leg. Center. Ninja, right. Center. Left. Front of the mat, low lunge, fill. Pyramid fold. Halfway lift. Straddle forward fold. Halfway lift. Low lunge. Sink, breathe in. Here's the double up. Pyramid fold. Halfway lift. Ninja, left leg. Center, in. Right, out. Center, left. Front of the mat, low lunge, fill. Pyramid, empty. Half lift. Straddle forward fold. Halfway lift. Low lunge. Take a breath. High plank this time. Breathe in. Down to low. Upward facing. Downward facing. Straight over to the left. Inhale it up. Exhale it through. Hips sink. Breathe in. Pyramid fold out. Halfway lift. Ninja. Center. Left. Center. Right. Low lunge. Inhale. Pyramid. Exhale. Half lift. Fill. Straddle. Out. Half lift. Inhale. Low lunge. Exhale. Here's a double up. Breathe in. Pyramid fold out. Halfway lift. Right leg ninja. Center. Left. Center. Right. Low lunge. Breath in. Pyramid. Breath out. Halfway lift. Straddle forward fold. Halfway lift. Low lunge. Breathe in. High plank. Breathe out. Stay for the breath. Then move with it. Empty as you lower. Up dog, fill up. Downward facing dog, empty. Stay in your down dog. If you need a quick child's pose, you got 5 breaths. Plug everything back in again. Grip the mat, squeezing through your core. We've got one more flow. It's a triple. So just moving with breath, core on, purifying the body through the movement, purifying the mind through the focus. Focusing the mind. The principal tool for purification, for purifying the mind, is the mind itself. 2 more breaths. Look forward, float, front of the mat. Halfway lift. Bow. Reach it up, breath in. Sink it down, breath out. Stay, fill. Fold, empty. Lengthen, inhale. High plank, exhale. Take a breath. Exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale back. Right leg, inhale. Low, exhale. sink, breath in, pyramid fold, out. Half lift, ninja, left leg, center, breathe in, right, out, center, left, low lunge, fill, pyramid fold, halfway lift, straddle forward fold, halfway lift, low lunge, 1 down, 2 to go, breathe in, pyramid, breathe out, halfway lift, ninja, center, right, center, left, low lunge, breath in, pyramid, breath out, halfway lift, straddle forward fold, halfway lift, low lunge, 2 of 3, inhale, pyramid, exhale, halfway lift, ninja, left leg, center, right, center, left, low lunge, breath in, pyramid, breath out, halfway lift, straddle forward fold, halfway lift, low lunge, breathe, high plank. Second last connecting vinyasa. Move with your breath, strong through your core, full focus. Left leg, inhale up, exhale through, breathe, fold, halfway lift, right leg ninja, center, left, center, right, low lunge, inhale, pyramid, exhale, halfway lift, straddle forward fold, halfway lift, low lunge, 1 of 3, breath in, pyramid, breath out, half lift, ninja, breathe in, breathe out, purification in and out, low lunge, fill, pyramid fold, half lift, lengthen, straddle forward fold, empty, half lift in, low lunge out, last one, breathe in, pyramid, breathe out, halfway lift, ninja, center, ninja, left, center, right, low lunge, inhale, pyramid, exhale, halfway lift, straddle forward fold, halfway lift, low lunge, breathe in, last connecting vinyasa, high, down to low, upward facing, downward facing, child's pose. Take it, take your child's pose. Don't need to be asked twice. Let your legs relax into your child's pose, especially those inner thighs. Focus on your breath. It's a big tool for purification, our pranayama, Ujjayi pranayama. In through the nose, out through the nose, really feel the vibration. Even BKS Iyengar taught that yoga is meant for the purification and refinement of body and mind. You know, we can't think our body strong. We actually have to move the body and strengthen the body. So the body is required to purify itself. Same goes with the mind. We can't just expect this movement to purify, you know, anger, aggression, frustration, fear. The mind is involved in that purification process. So take in one more breath here. And then make your way into your high plank, Dandasana. Bring your big toes together at the back of the mat. You're going to drop your heels to the left, right hand to the sky. Side plank, Vastisthasana. Astonishment, ball of the right foot on the floor. Push down, reach up and over. Get that side back extension. One more breath in. Crescent lunge. Bring the right foot around to the front of the mat. Reach all the way up. Hands to heart. Lean in. Twist. Left elbow, right knee. If you've got different variations, spreading your wings, binding, then go for it. Otherwise, just extend the spine, then start to stack your shoulders, rotating it. See if you can take your gaze with the rotation. Really fight for that balance in the body. One more breath. Half moon. All the weight comes forward, unravel the spine, weight into the right leg. Right hand comes to the floor, left side opens up to fly. Go for whatever variation you want to. Last breath. Forward fold. Separate your feet to hip width, pistol grip your big toes, lengthen out the spine. Padangusthasana, Paschimottanasana, go deep. We can't just wish and hope for long hamstrings. We have to work it. We have to work the body. And daily, if you do it once in a while, once a week, not enough. You're not going to see the purification of the hamstrings, for instance. Same goes with the mind and its emotions. What it gets attached to, what it clings to, what it gets clouded by, emotions. We can't expect the mind to purify unless we do the work daily. And unless we see it for what it is, we purify so we can see clearly. That's what the yoga practice is all about. We've got Bakasana, crow pose. So plant your hands, bring your knees into the back of your armpits, or at least bend your elbows, create a shelf and bring your knees onto that shelf, your triceps. Rock your weight forward, find flight, maybe one or both feet float, 5, 4, 3, 2. Malasana, deep squat. Toes out, heels in, use your hands. Heart center, spine long, hips sink. 3 breaths. If you can, close your eyes. Lift the hips, toe heel the feet in. Halfway lift, fill up, fold, empty. Tadasana, reach up, breath in, sink into your chair again, but this time hands to heart. Find some length, rotate, same side as our lunge, so left elbow, right knee. Push the palms in towards each other. If you have side crow in your practice, then feel free to have a play. If not, just keep working on the chair twist. Hips down. Stacking shoulders, core on, breath in, breath out. One more, full breath in. Purifying breath out. Fold, release. Coming to a halfway lift, step it back to your high plank. Side plank, heels to the right, left hand to the sky, Vastisthasana. Astonishment, Kamatkarasana, the ball of the left foot on the floor. Push down to reach over. Breath in. Crescent lunge, swing it around, use your core. Reach up, inhale. Hands to heart, lean in, twist. Right elbow, left knee. Go for the variations that you took on the first side. Lengthen, rotate. Follow it with your gaze, last breath. Half moon. Come forward, weight into the left leg. Open up through the right side now. You've got plenty of space through those legs and hips, so utilize it. Utilize the focus as well for the balance. Take it to where you can. Last breath. fold, gorilla, Hadahastasana, whole hand, slide it in. You can take a slight turn out of the toes, lengthen out, then bow. The principal tool for purifying the mind is the mind itself. The mind is its own creator. At every moment, every instant. Hence its responsibility, which is essential. Mind, we have to take responsibility for our own minds and the purification process of it as well. Otherwise, we're just stuck in the rabbit hole. One more crow, go for it, plant your hands. Let's do it. Knees come in, squeeze everything, find your flight. 5, 4, 3, 2, last malasana, deep squat. Bekasana, frog pose, Pete's favourite.
At the moment it is.
So if you're on hard floors like us, then triple your mat up, just to give your knees a bit of cushioning. If you're on carpet or a softer floor, don't worry about tripling your mat up. If you can't do this option, so Pete's demoing, knees wide, hips in line with your heels, and then take your feet out to where it's appropriate for your hip joint complex. If you've got bad knees and that just is excruciating, then find yourself a wall or even a couch, the back of a couch possibly. Don't take your butt hard up against the wall or whatever surface you're using. Keep it away from the wall, about the length of your shin bone, and then take your feet out wide, toes out, knees out, let gravity push down. So you don't want to be too close to the wall or too far away from the wall, just enough so your knees stay in line with your hips. That takes all the pressure off your knees. It does reduce the depth of this pose though. Settle in. Focus. We have to notice the turbulence of the mind before we can purify it. If we're ignorant, oblivious to the highs and lows, then there's no availability, no ability to purify. We just ride. To purify the mind, we need the mind itself. That's what yoga is all about, bringing the mind into focus, becoming aware and awake to the turbulence, to the vrittis, we call them. And I liken it to a bucket of water. The turbulence, when the bucket of water is agitated, our perspective is distorted. Through focus, through breath, those vrittis, the agitation calms. But we can't sit on the couch day in, day out as couch potatoes and expect the body to be strong and fit and vibrant. Same goes with the mind. If we don't do the work, we can't expect the mind to be strong and fit and vibrant. We need to move the body to strengthen it. We need to focus the mind to strengthen it. So this is where it gets challenging. The longer we hold the pose, the more the mind wants to come out of it. Stay. Settle in. Focus. Breathe. You've got 5 more long, slow, deep breaths. With your mind's eye, notice if there's a struggle or a fight. Because we need our mind to purify our mind. 3 more breaths. Now you need to move really slowly, like snail's pace. Support, use your core, use your hands. You can either slide forward or slide back, whichever's the most appropriate for you to come out of it without jolting the body too much. So you're not shocking the body in that full range of stretch. And meet on our backs, lying down. Feet flat to the floor, knees to the sky, and then toe heel your feet out wide and let your knees fall in. Just to balance out that frog pose with a gentle internal rotation, which will then give your back, your lower back, a bit of space. When you're ready, come up into bridge. Setu Pandasana, feet flat, knees up, push down to lift up, dig your elbows in. Use your arms as leverage or interlace them underneath you if that's appropriate. Get the hips up as high as you can. Utilize the leg strength. Glutes at the top end. Inner thighs are on, keeping the legs hip width apart, parallel. Breathe. Three more breaths. Last breath. Roll out, soup to butter. Soles of feet together, knees wide, whatever you want to do with your arms. Got just one more for our practice today. Bridge or wheel. So if you're coming up into wheel, set your hands up either side of your ears, come onto the crown of your head. Otherwise, straight back up into bridge pose, lifting your hips up, sliding your arms in underneath, using them as leverage, pushing the floor away to get the hips up. Full height, hold, 3 more deep breaths. Slowly roll out. Take the internal hip rotation again. So toe heel your feet out wide. Let the knees fall in. Maybe you've got a little bit more space now to play with, so you can drop your knee, take your feet out further and drop your knees in a bit closer. Hug your knees into your chest. Give the back a bit of a washout, side to side or circles. Got one more stretch. So rock yourself up to a seated position and take your legs out wide. Our seated straddle fold now. Upavista Konasana. Set yourself up. Tilt your hips forward. Either support yourself with your hands, elbows, or chest all the way down. Tuck your chin in, close your eyes. And find this situation that we find ourselves in, this, for those of us in Melbourne, the state of disaster, stage 4 lockdown. I find it very poignant for the purification process, because solitude, our isolation, our retreating, is the place of purification and transformation. It is the opportunity for most of us of a lifetime, that we're not going to get this opportunity again, to be able to really retreat in, to isolate ourselves into that place and state of solitude so we can purify, we can transform. Got one more breath. Taking it into your inversion. So bring your legs in. If you're a headstander, from a seated position, set it up. Otherwise, a gentle inversion, Viparita Karani, legs to the sky. Or shoulder stand, Sarvangasana, taking your hips up, supporting your waist in your hands and elbows. Squeezing your elbows in underneath so you're looping your shoulders. Pushing the back of your head into the floor, gazing up to your toes so you're not looking from left to right, keeping your neck really safe. Core on. Mahatma Gandhi said that purification is never for the selfishly idle. It accrues only to the selflessly industrious. Self-improvement is not a selfish act. That purification process in solitude is not a selfish act. Quite the opposite. It's selfless. We do the work on ourselves. We purify. And everyone around us reaps the benefits. If you want to, take it into your plow pose for your practice today, and then take the feet over towards the top of your head, towards the floor. They can either hover just off the floor, where you keep a hold of your waist, or if your toes find the floor above your head, then you can move your hands from behind your waist. Stay and breathe. Bend your knees, Kanapidasana, ear pressure pose. Your knees can rest on your forehead, side of temples, side of ears. If you're in Viparita Karani, legs to the sky, then you might just like to hug your knees into your chest. Fish, Matsyasana, rolling out with control, maybe even a bit more core, lowering your legs down slowly towards the front of the room, setting up elbows underneath, lift your chest up, gaze up, let your heart be the highest point, core on. If the neck's okay, take the gaze all the way back so the very top of your head lightly hits the floor above. Squeeze, breathe, 3, 2, release. Hug your knees into your chest, and just before we take our twists to finalize the practice, One more straddle stretch. From your back, supta, take your legs out wide, and then use your hands to push the legs down. Feet, shins, or back of calves, back of knees, back of thighs, whatever works. 3 breaths. Now take your twist. Bring the knees in, drop the knees over to one side, send the arms long. Gaze goes the opposite way to the knees that have dropped. Knees back through center, take them the opposite way. Find your final rest. Bring the knees back through center, Shavasana. Legs long, arms long, palms facing up. Solitude is the place of purification and transformation. The principal tool for purifying the mind is the mind itself, so stay focused here. Don't just let the mind wander off now. Stay in the process of purification, doing the work. Taking a deep breath. Purifying breath in. Open your mouth and sigh it out. Do that for yourself 2 more times. Breath in. Sigh it out. 1. Wiggle fingers and toes. Sway of the head, a circle of wrists, ankles. Maybe a hug of your knees or a big stretch of your body, and then rolling over onto your right hand side, comfortably using your arms as a pillow underneath your head or hugging your knees in. All happiness, all peacefulness, all harmony. It's all in the mind. The principal tool for purifying the mind is the mind itself. Help yourself up to a comfortable seated position. Keep your eyes closed down. Bring your palms together at heart center. Close the practice with that connection of Om. Deep breath in. Thumbs to third eye center. We bow our heads. My heart honors your heart. When we're in that place of spirit purified together, we are one. Together we say Namaste. Namaste.
Namaste.
Thank you everyone for joining us. Thanks Pete.
Thank you.
We hope you have a beautiful rest of your day today, and we'll hopefully see you again very soon. Stay safe, stay well. Bye.
Bye.